Herb In Nude Sheet Mask. Oh, wait. No, you do you. You're a train. You were here first. Hi! I am here to go through my beauty trash, my beauty empties again. I was kind of hesitant to do so. I'm not sure if it's a format of video that appeals to me, because in my mind, it's really like going through some products and getting some good opinions, but I'm not sure if it appeals to everyone. So if anyone wants to let me know. Let's get started with it though. I'm gonna save the sheet masks for last, because I feel like that's the one that, you know, there's always gonna be a ton of that maybe some people like, some people don't like. So we're gonna save those for last. Let's start with cleansing products. Here is an empty bit of cotton. These are cotton from Missha. If you've seen my haul, or if it's still coming out, I just did a Missha haul where I've got replacements. You always gotta have more cotton. For me, I tend to use two different types of cotton. I use this, which are these little cotton squares. I use these for like toners and essences. And then I'll also use exfoliating cotton rounds for like micellar water to clean with. So like in the morning, I'll usually like micellar water, and then I use toners and essences, and I do these in the evening too, which means going through a fair amount of cotton. I've had expensive and inexpensive ones, and I haven't really felt like the expensive were worth it. These are inexpensive from Missha. I also tend to get them from just Daiso. So that's the story of my cotton. Yeah. I used up these wipes. These are Garnier Skin Active Micellar Makeup Removing Towelettes. They're pink. I feel like there was a pink and a blue one, just like there's like a pink and a blue micellar water, I think. I like them. They were pretty wet, which is good. It's a good thing. I don't know that I noticed them to really be different than normal wipes, but I did notice that kind of micellar water dirt smell, which I actually don't mind that much, but I don't know. Can everyone smell that? Does it smell like dirt to everyone, and do some people hate it? These are really wet. I think they're great for sensitive skin. They didn't irritate my skin like at all. They just felt really, really nice and soothing and wet on my skin. If I found them on sale, I would totally get them again. I don't know that I'd buy them full price, just because there's other wipes that I like that I can get for a good price. But these were really nice. I think maybe the time I'd most want them is if there was a time where my skin was really feeling sensitive. But I did notice that it cleaned more. But, you know, that stuff's hard to tell. I did like it. So I was talking about those essences. This is a product I used up. It was a spray. It's empty. Not getting sprayed. So this is from Missha. It's the Time Revolution First Treatment Essence Mist. I do use the Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. I got this. People recommended it. I love mists a lot because I have dry skin, and, you know, powders and stuff. I just get dry looking, and I need to be sprayed. And that's what I really got this for. I didn't really use it in place of the First Treatment Essence. I know that some people do that because there are these toner mists and stuff, but I just like using the actual toners. I don't know that I would use the mist that way. I don't know. I'm just not convinced. I kind of use mists a bit interchangeably. I guess I use ones that are hydrating, and I recognize those somewhat different than ones that like set my makeup. But otherwise, like, it was good, but it didn't differentiate itself from other hydrating mists that I have, and it was like a lot more expensive than other ones. So it did not justify itself. I would doubtfully repurchase it. But if you have it, like, it's not a bad product. It just doesn't stand out to me as being like worth it. On the topic of sprays, I do have one other one. I have this. Yeah, so that one, it's interesting. As you saw, it's kind of that aerosol kind of spray. This is your more normal pump spray. This is from ARITAUM. It's the All Day Makeup Fixer, which is a Korean store. Kind of like a Korean, people call it a Korean Sephora, but I really think that's stretching it because they're pretty small and they don't carry nearly as much. But it's still nice to go to. I forget exactly how much this was. I know it wasn't super expensive, but also not like super inexpensive. So it's going to be more than like the cheapest ones you can find at the drugstore, but less than like your Urban Decay ones for sure. I thought it did a nice job. I would consider getting it again for sure. It would really depend on what else I had and what else I liked. I thought it did a nice job. It does set the makeup, and of course, from my perspective, I'm looking for ones that both set my makeup and don't dry me out, rather than really having to worry about like oil production. So take that for what it's worth. But I thought it was nice. I liked it. Okay, I think this is sticking in the same kind of land. I had a little bit of this PIXI Glow Tonic Toner, and this isn't the first one of these I've had. It's a really, really nice toner. It's not necessary for someone with my skin type every day. I think for somebody that had more oily skin or acne prone skin or like more texture issues would like it even more. It does stand out for me from being different from other toners. I do think that it's different. I do think that it exfoliates more. I do think that it really does brighten. So for me, it was nice to use when my skin did need some more exfoliating, when maybe I'd been more oily or maybe I'd had some pimples. I would definitely consider getting this again. If it was something that was more of like an everyday use for my skin type, I would be really, really into it. But for me, it's kind of like a sometimes product. You can find PIXI at Target. It's got all this really pretty green. You'll know you find the PIXI stuff. I think it's pretty. And yeah, definitely recommend. It's a nice little toner. Okay, I had these little samples of e.l.f. products. Now, these are e.l.f. products that I also have, but I guess I'm going to take this as an opportunity to talk about it. We have the Mineral Infused Face Primer and the Illuminating Eye Cream. I used this sample up. I think I first brought it like traveling, and it was actually a pretty generous sample. The eye cream I like quite a bit. It's a nice daytime eye cream. It does illuminate. I mean, it depends what you mean by illuminate. It's not like it's a highlighting powder or something, but it does look nice, and it really kind of quickly and not too heavily hydrates the under eye area. I think it's really nice. The primer is like your silicone type primer, and since it's by e.l.f., like it's a lot less expensive than other ones, and I think it's still really nice, and I like it, and yeah. I had this MURAD Advanced Active Radiance Serum. It says it's part of their Environmental Shield line. I used it as a serum. I definitely focused on using it at times when I thought I was going to be outside and exposed a lot. So this was a really expensive, I mean, not for me, this is just a sample, but if you bought this full size, it's an expensive product. I didn't really think it stood out and was worth it. I didn't notice a big enough difference for me. But it wasn't bad. I didn't dislike it. I used it up happily. It just didn't seem worth the price tag. This is going to be the same story. The BLISS Triple Oxygen X Glotion Vitabead-Infused Moisture Cream. It was kind of pinkish, and it's got like these little bead-y looking things in it. And it was nice, and I used it as like a daytime cream and all. But like BLISS can be expensive, and it really didn't stand out to me as being anything very special. But it's nice. It's definitely nice. So there you go. I did not notice much as far as the like exfoliating. It just seemed like a nice cream. So this scrub, I have some interesting opinions on. This is the DERMA Microdermabrasion Scrub. And let me look up its price real quick. Yeah. So this is a bit of an expensive product. It looks like maybe it's at Target for like $27. Obviously not for this size. This is just a sample size. I thought it was very similar to the Dr. BRANDT Microdermabrasion Scrub, to the point where I would consider to dupe. I would probably myself purchase this when I'm out of the Dr. BRANDT. So I've used that Dr. BRANDT Microdermabrasion Scrub quite a bit. I love it a lot. And I got this sample, and they are really similar. They have a similar smell, a similar texture. Everything about them is very similar. And this one is a lot less expensive. So I would try this one out. As far as the microdermabrasion, I have had microdermabrasion, and I did get it regularly. And for what it's worth, like, I don't want to go too far, but when I started using that scrub, I really did stop getting microdermabrasion. I don't think I had the most significant need, but I would get, you know, congestion and rough, like, around my chin and nose area. And I don't even use that scrub I use that scrub on a less than weekly basis. I use it sometimes when I feel like I need it, and it does do a really good job. It's really scrubby. It does provide a similar effect. Somebody that feels like they need microdermabrasion more or gets it more regularly than I got, I don't know if they'd feel like it's a total replacement. I don't think it's exactly the same thing. I don't think it's necessarily a 100% replacement, but it did make me feel like I didn't need it. So for what it's worth, I don't know. I like it though. I used up this Jergens Natural Glow. I used up this Jergens Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer. I like both an in-shower moisturizer and I like the Jergens Natural Glow products. So this seemed like a perfect union. I did like it quite a bit. I already had a replacement. I think I bought like 2 when I bought this because that was kind of like how it was priced. And I like it. I will say I don't think you get nearly as much of a glow effect as you do from other products in their line. And I do think I've had in-shower lotions that were then were more moisturizing. So I would get this and use it again, but that's where I'm at. I don't think it's a must-have. I think if you're interested in it and you think you'd like it, then yeah, you'd probably like it. It didn't stain my towels. Other things stained my towels, but not this one. I didn't have any weird, I mean, it's good. It's not, you're not going to use this and be tan tomorrow. But I thought it was nice. Yeah. I use other glow products too. So I'd say that's how I really use it. And I think maybe that's the person it would also appeal to, someone like me. In the summer, particularly right now, I do use one of the glow lotions most nights. It doesn't have a huge color change for me, but it makes me feel like some of my skin that never ever sees the light of day just looks a little more tan and a little less incredibly white and translucent. That was in the Fair to Light. I think that there is a darker one just like in their other products. But since I'm really just looking for a touch of something, I like the Fair to Light ones a little bit more than the darker ones. So I got a bit of hair care to talk about. So I used up this little shampoo and conditioner. It's Peter Coppola Legacy Keratin Concept Total Repair Smoothing Conditioner and Total Repair Sulfate-Free Smoothing Shampoo. They have a really lovely, it's still kind of high-end feeling candy smell. It's really nice. I really liked it. I really like these products on my hair. I enjoyed using them quite a bit. I went through the shampoo much faster than the conditioner. I hate these bottles, and it's probably not as big a deal in the full size, but you cannot get the frickin' product out of this. They don't squeeze right and stuff, and it was just impossible to get the product out. There's still quite a bit of conditioner in there that I'm I just can't get it out. But I like these quite a bit. I did feel like they smoothed my hair. I felt like my hair looked really nice. The conditioner was really creamy, really conditioned my hair. I liked them. I would look towards getting them myself. I liked them. Another pair that I used was this Amika Bust Brass Cool Blonde Shampoo and Cleansing Conditioner. I didn't know it was a cleansing conditioner. So these are your purple shampoos and conditioners for people with blonde or highlighted hair or silver hair that don't want that brassy tone. Mine look brassy to me in the model. Is my hair brassy? I don't want it to be brassy. I do like it when it's got that ashier tone to it. I don't even mind if it goes purple. I don't. I am happy for it to go purple. So I use a lot of the purple shampoos. I am way more interested, though, in the purple conditioners. And that was my story with this. The purple shampoo, honestly, I don't know that it did that good a job purpling. And it's hard to tell because I feel like you don't know really what's going on with your hair and whether a different one really would have done a better job. But I don't feel like it did as good a job necessarily as other ones. But the conditioners I like more anyway. Because for me, I already tend to put a bunch of conditioner in my hair and leave the shower and leave the conditioner in my hair and rinse it out later and let it sit for quite a while. So when it's a purple in the conditioner, it, you know, I let it join that process. And I like that better. The shampoos, I can't do that with. I've tried trying that, but it leaves my hair feeling weird and dry afterwards, which the shampoos do generally. I also don't think they shampoo that well with normal shampoo. So when I use a purple shampoo, it's like I got a shampoo, then I got a purple shampoo and let it sit there, and then I can condition. So I'm more into these conditioners. And I like this. I also think this did a better job than the shampoo. But they are those like legit purple ones. Sometimes it's hard to tell. You're like, is it the real purple stuff? It's the real purple stuff. It's not like a lavender or something. It does have a nice smell to it. Kind of a perfumey smell. Kind of some of the smell that most of those purple shampoos have. That smells really nice. The Amika products generally smell really nice. They have that kind of a perfume smell. So, yeah. And the last hair product I have here is this Pure Brazilian Keratin Leave-In Conditioner. I actually like this a lot. I did feel like it did what it did. It did what it was supposed to do. It kept my hair nice. When my hair was dry, it was there for me. It got it moisturized. I feel like I had this for quite a while, and I kind of like saved it because it was like one of my favorites. So yeah, it was nice and smoothing, but it didn't wear it down. And I would use it in dry hair even, but it was kind of, it's not a spray, like a really liquidy spray. It's kind of like a spray where it's spraying a cream. So I'd usually like spray it into my hand and run it through my hair. So I'd look for it. I liked it. So that's everything but the sheet masks. Let's talk sheet masks. For all those who aren't interested, you can get out of here. You're excused. But you should be interested because sheet masks are great. We'll start with eye patches. Let me get all those straightened. Let me get my shit together. So, eye patches I used up most recently. Let's start with this one because I've talked about it before. I think it's been in all of these so far. This is the Nlight Super Face Check Your Bags at the Door Hydrating and Depuffing Eye Pads. These came from CVS. I'm not they could be discontinued. It's unclear, but it seems like they might be discontinued. They have hyaluronic acid, cucumber extract, and caffeine. They're a cotton pad kind of eye patch. You put them under. I thought they did a really nice effect. I think they're a little overpriced, but if you get them on sale, you get them in a box with like, I don't remember exactly how many, but not too many. Maybe like 4 packets in there. They're nice, but you want to find them on sale. If we want to go further down that route of me being like, they're nice, but I don't know. Here's the one I used this morning. So I'm like freshly thinking about it. Skin Iceland. These are the Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. Now they say they're eye gels, but I think maybe it's like a cotton-backed gel is kind of what it feels like. It's thick. And it definitely is not just gel. It's got like a cotton backing or something. And they're nice. And this isn't the first time I've used them. But like some people really swear by them. And I just wouldn't. Like they're okay. They're really expensive for being just okay, in fact. Like these might be the least favorite, honestly, of the ones I'm talking about. And they are by far the most expensive. So for whatever that means, you know, I guess different people need different things. For some people, these are just like the bee's frickin' knees. But for me, I was like, oh God. Yeah, like you take these little backings off. So I'm like, I know I did it right. And that's what I've thought every single time I've used these. It's like, ooh, I got me my fancy ones. And then I'm like, I don't like them as much as other ones I've had. Okay, so these are 2 different kinds of like gel under eye patches. Now these are ones that are actual gel. They feel jelly. You put them on under your eyes and they're eventually gonna kind of like shrink up even. And these are probably the best of the different kinds of eye patches. I would say these are my favorite. I haven't noticed a huge difference between different gel ones that I've used. I find these to be really similar, and these are both pretty inexpensive ones. Now, there are definitely more inexpensive eye patches out there in the world, but these aren't too bad. They're the kind that I like the most. So we have Rich Coenzyme Q10 Moisturizing Eye Mask, and sell DERMA Multi-Perfection 100 Hydrogel Eye Mask. So this one, like, there's multiple packets here because it like came in this box with multiple of them. I'm not sure how many, but I'm out of them. So that's my opinion. I like these better than those expensive but Skin Iceland ones. I don't know. That's just me. Let's move on to the sheet masks proper. I'll start by talking about some Missha ones. I've got a handful of Missha ones. Let's get them all together. So I got 4 Missha sheet masks here. The one that I don't like and wouldn't recommend and wouldn't get again myself is this one. I think this is one of their oldest style. It's Coenzyme Q10. I mean, it really wasn't that bad, but it just kind of left my face feeling kind of sticky and honestly a little irritated. And it's just the other 3 are like so much better. And it's not like there's a big price difference. So I would avoid this one and go for the other ones. Okay, I most loved this one. So this is the Herb and Nude Sheet Mask Firming Care. I was surprised at how much I like this. I think when I ordered this, maybe I got like one other like this, but I didn't think it was going to be a line that like super appealed to me. And yet I thought it felt great. It left my skin looking really good. It was super wet. It was the nice thin kind of mask that feels really good. It was good. It was good. I really liked it. I also really enjoy this line, the Milk Sheet Appeal White Milk Sheet Mask, but I like the coffee milk better than this one. This one was still nice. This is a more milky essence. So it's thicker, it's got some opacity. It just, I mean, it is. It feels so soothing. It feels so nice, so wet. And I really like, I got a ton of theirs in this. And these are so reasonably priced, especially when you get them on sale. The other one of theirs I tried, this is like a mess. And I'm missing one of the pieces. There's a third piece. I used this on a plane, I think is why it became such a mess. So it was a 3-stepper. I had an essence, a sheet mask, and then the third missing step was a cream. And like I said, I used it on a plane. I felt like a dork, but my skin felt really, really nice from it. It was very hydrating, very wet, just like super nice. Definitely love it. I think these ones with the like packets and stuff, I tend to like to save for traveling because then like I won't necessarily bring like an essence and a cream depending on what I do. So I think that's like where those are really nice. Let's talk about the cheapies. This one is very cheap. It's a very cheap sheet mask. You might see it around. You might see it around at Forever 21, I think. It's a Baroness line. This is the Coenzyme Q10, which is, you know, you're seeing a repetition. Coenzyme Q10 is an ingredient that I like. It helps with like moisture retention. And it was just, it feels old fashioned. It feels like we've got better sheet masks now. It felt too thick. It just wasn't as wet. It wasn't as good. And I don't think I'd get these again if I came across them. Even if they are cheap, I think that there's other ones that are also inexpensive that are better. But that being said, like, I'm going to use the ones I have. And realistically, it's not a piece of garbage. It's just, like, there's better now. It's deal with it. Let's pull out my other, like, super cheapers then. We'll talk about the super cheapers. This isn't inexpensive. Venedo. This is a snail one. It's very inexpensive. I mean, I think the Baroness one is the one that's really kind of the worst. These other cheap ones, you notice they're not quite as good as the ones that are a little bit more expensive. So if I'd probably lean towards the ones that are just that little bit more expensive. But these I like better than that first one. So it's a snail mask. It was fine. So these are very inexpensive lines. Dabo, they're super inexpensive. These are ones that you can feel totally not guilty using like freaking all the time. You can find them for less than $1 easily. So given that, I think that they do a really great job of being so freaking cheap and being there for you. I got collagen. I got snail gold. I love me some snail gold. These were like some of my favorite masks. I have a lot of them. A lot of these. It's all good. So I've talked about before liking these Bon Vivant Botanical Mask Pack. This one's in sodium hyaluronate plus lotus. It's nice. These are wet. These are super nice. If we're talking about like inexpensive ones, these ones are super inexpensive. I would highly recommend it. It's a step up above those other ones for sure. It's nicer and it's nice. It's nice. Similar to that one is the Innisfree line. You can find these at, I think maybe like ARITAUM and some different stores. They're nice. I would say they're similar to that. It smelled awesome. Yeah, it smelled really great. I was worried it would be a little irritating, and it wasn't. It was really nice. So this Leader's Moisturizing Recovery Mask felt like really good. Like really good. It's a little more expensive. I don't know how much I would consider it like worth it. This is a gel mask. It like really did feel really good. It felt really good. It didn't have the film that I've talked about having a problem with other Leader's masks. This is a more expensive line of theirs. So yeah. This is from the Tony Moly. This is the Macchioli Sheet Mask and Skin Purifying. I remember these Tony Moly masks. I don't know if Sephora still sells them, but they sold them for like super expensive. These really don't have to be expensive masks. You can find them other places. The line's nice. I mean, they're cute. They feel good. Like, how can that be wrong? This was an interesting one. This is Alicia Coy Refreshing Ampoule Solution Mask. I got this at CVS when that had K-Beauty. I don't know how much you can tell, but like this is clear, so you could see the serum and the mask inside and it looking all nice and yummy and juicy, and that was kind of cool. And it was soothing and nice, and I'd get it again. And it was reasonably priced. This is a Knots Brightening Milk Mask. So like the other milk ones, it's milky. And yeah, it was nice. It was nice, very wet, very nice. This is the BioRepublic Aloe Rescue Revitalizing Fiber Mask. Let me check. I feel like these ones are kind of unreasonably expensive. Yeah, these aren't too bad. I think they're around like $5 a mask. I would say pricing wise, if you're looking, you can get masks for more like the $1 to $2 range. And there are ones that I probably like more than this one, although this one was nice and was soothing. And there's crazy expensive ones, so that's not one of those. This is one of the 7 Days mask. This is also one that I picked up at CVS. I've used this line before. I saw it at CVS. Ariel. I like it. They're nice masks. These are cotton. Most of these have been cotton masks, other than the one that I said was gel. Good mask. And the last one here, I've got this Sue AE Snail Brightening and Moisture Mask. It's a snail mask. It's a snail mask. It's a snail mask. Yeah, it was a snail mask. Not very expensive. It was nice. Those are my beauty trash and my beauty empties. I hope this is useful. I hope they're helpful opinions. I know especially the sheet masks can be like, this one's good, this one's bad, this one's good, this one's bad. But yeah, I mean, I find that kind of thing useful. Just to know whether somebody... Because like with the sheet masks, there are ones that really are just like garbage. And you want to know, like, especially when you're looking at those really inexpensive ones from Korea that you're not familiar with, I just feel like you want to know, like, is this absolute garbage or is it good? And yeah, now you have some more ideas. I hope that's helpful. I'm excited to have been here. Always excited to be here. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.